right, everyone. Buckle up, because today we are going deep on something pretty crucial, something you literally carry with you everywhere you go.
Let me guess.
Your bones.
Okay, I was thinking keys or a wallet, but yeah, bones are pretty important too.
We're going to uncover how they work, how to keep them strong, and why it all matters, especially, as we age.
It's true. We often take our bones for granted.
Absolutely. And in your intake form, you mentioned you're concerned about, maintaining bone density.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure this deep dive is really relevant for you.
Okay, perfect. That's a great place to start, actually. We often take our bones for granted, but they're not like just static structures.
I see.
They're dynamic. Living tissue that changes in response to everything we do, really.
I am intrigued. So it's not just about, drinking milk and taking calcium supplements.
Right.
There's more to it.
Way more. Think of your bones as like a bustling city.
Okay.
Under constant construction. You've got demolition crews. Those are the osteoclasts.
Osteo what now?
Osteoclasts. They break down old bone.
Okay.
And then you've got the construction crews, right?
Got it.
The osteoblasts.
Osteoblasts.
Building up new bone.
I like that.
This constant remodeling process keeps your skeleton strong and adaptable.
So like a constant cycle of breaking down and building up.
Exactly.
But what tells those crews where to work?
That's a good question.
What triggers this whole process?
That's where it gets really fascinating, I think. It's not just what you eat.
Right.
It's how you move.
Ah, interesting.
Your bones are incredibly responsive to the forces you put on them.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the piezoelectric effect?
Piezoelectric effect.
Yeah.
That sounds a little intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't think I've encountered that term before.
Yeah, it sounds complicated, but it's a really cool concept.
Okay.
Basically, it means that when you put mechanical stress on your bones,
Okay.
like when you walk or run or lift weights, it creates tiny electrical charges.
Wait, my bones generate electricity. Tell me more about that. How does that impact bone health?
So these electrical signals act like beacons, attracting osteoblasts to the areas that need strengthening.
Oh, interesting.
They tell those bone-building cells, hey, we're getting a workout here. Let's reinforce this area.
Oh, wow.
So the more you use your bones, the stronger they get.
Makes sense.
It's like they have a built-in guidance system, right?
Wow, that's incredible. So every time I take a step or lift something heavy, my bones are essentially getting a little electric boost.
Pretty much.
It's like they're recharging themselves.
That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. This is why exercise is so crucial for bone health, particularly those high-impact activities.
I see.
You're essentially sending stronger electrical signals, telling your body to prioritize bone strength in those areas. This is especially important for people at risk of osteoporosis.
So it's not just about calcium and vitamin D. It's about actually putting stress on our bones to keep them strong. I'm guessing sitting at my desk all day isn't doing my skeleton any favors.
Well, a sedentary lifestyle definitely poses challenges for bone health.
Yeah.
We evolved to move, and our bones thrive on that movement. Think about, our ancestors.
Okay, yeah.
They were constantly on the go, hunting, gathering, walking long distances. Their bones were constantly being challenged and strengthened.
That makes sense. So how can we incorporate that kind of bone-boosting movement into our modern lives? What are the best exercises for bone health?
Well, there's so many great options. Anything weight-bearing, like walking, running, dancing.
Sure.
Those activities put stress on your legs, hips, and spine, signaling them to get stronger.
So weight-bearing exercises are great. What about something like strength training? Does that benefit bone health?
Absolutely, yeah. Lifting weights or using resistance bands puts targeted stress on specific bones and joints, which is really crucial for building strength. It's like sending a direct message to your body saying, hey, we need more bone density here.
So we've got weight-bearing exercises and strength training. Are there any other types of movement that are particularly beneficial for our bones?
Impact sports can be great, like tennis or basketball.
Okay.
Because they involve those high-impact forces that really stimulate bone growth.
I see.
And don't underestimate the power of functional movements, you use in everyday life.
Yeah.
Like squats, lunges, and push-ups. Those can be really good too.
It sounds like there are plenty of ways to challenge our bones and keep them strong.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm curious, what about rest and recovery? Does that play a role in bone health too?
Rest is absolutely essential for bone health. It might seem counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But it's during those rest periods that your body actually rebuilds and strengthens bone tissue.
That makes sense. So it's not all about pushing ourselves to the limit. We need to give our bones time to catch up.
Exactly. Remember those construction crews we talked about?
Uh-huh.
The osteoblasts?
The osteoblasts, yeah.
They need downtime to do their job effectively. Think of it like sleep.
Yeah.
Your body repairs and recharges when you rest.
Makes sense.
And your bones are no different.
So we need to find a balance between challenging our bones through exercise
Right.
and giving them adequate rest to recover and rebuild.
Absolutely.
What about nutrition? What role does that play in keeping our bones healthy?
Oh, nutrition is incredibly important.
Okay.
It provides the building blocks for strong bones. We all know calcium is, crucial. But it's not the only nutrient that matters.
So it's not just about drinking lots of milk. What else should we be focusing on?
Well, calcium is certainly important for building the structural matrix of your bones.
Right.
But you need vitamin D to help your body absorb that calcium.
Okay.
You can get vitamin D from sunlight, fatty fish, and fortified foods.
Okay, so calcium and vitamin D are key players. Are there any other nutrients we should be paying attention to?
Absolutely. Magnesium and phosphorus are essential for bone mineralization and density.
Okay.
You can find them in foods like nuts, seeds, whole grains, and lean meats.
Gotcha.
And we can't forget about protein,
Right.
which provides the building blocks for collagen,
Okay.
a key protein that gives your bones flexibility and structure.
This is making me rethink my grocery list.
Oh, yeah.
So many important nutrients to consider.
Yeah.
Earlier, you mentioned that you wanted to talk about something that happens when our bones don't get enough stress. What did you mean by that?
Right, yeah. It's called disuse osteoporosis.
Disuse osteoporosis.
Yeah. And it's a real concern, especially, as we age and tend to become less active.
Okay.
When your bones don't experience enough mechanical stimulation,
Right.
they start to weaken.
I see.
Remember those electrical signals we talked about?
Yeah.
If those signals aren't being sent, your bones don't get the message to build and reinforce themselves.
That's a little concerning. So even if we're getting enough calcium and other nutrients, our bones can still weaken if we're not active enough.
That's right. It's like those construction crews going on strike because there's no work to do.
Oh, wow.
This is actually a big problem for astronauts who spend, extended periods in space.
Yeah.
Without gravity putting stress on their bones, they experience significant bone loss.
Wow. That's a powerful illustration of how important movement is for bone health.
Right.
But what about those of us who aren't astronauts?
Yeah.
How does disuse osteoporosis affect people in, everyday life?
Well, think about prolonged bed rest.
Yeah.
Due to illness or injury, or even just leading a very sedentary lifestyle.
Right.
If you're not regularly putting stress on your bones through movement, they will weaken over time.
I have to admit, this is making me rethink all those hours I spend sitting at my desk. But is there any hope for us less active folks? Can this bone loss be reversed?
The good news is that disuse osteoporosis is reversible.
Really?
With consistent exercise and proper nutrition.
Okay.
You can absolutely rebuild bone strength.
That's reassuring. It sounds like we have a lot more control over our bone health than we might realize.
Absolutely.
We can make choices that support strong bones throughout our lives.
Absolutely. You mentioned in your intake form that you have a family history of osteoporosis.
Right.
While genetics certainly play a role, lifestyle factors like exercise and nutrition can have a significant impact as well.
That's empowering to know. It's not all predetermined. So we know that exercise and nutrition are key. But how do we actually know if our efforts are paying off? Is there a way to, track our progress and see if we're moving in the right direction?
That's a great question. And this is where technology can be incredibly helpful.
Okay.
Have you heard of Finch Q?
Finch Q. I don't think so. What is that?
So Finch Q is a personal health assistant that can provide valuable data to help you stay on top of your bone health.
Oh, interesting.
It can track your activity levels, monitor your gait for any early warning signs, and provide comprehensive health summaries that you can track over time and share with your healthcare provider.
So it's like having a personal bone health coach right in your pocket. That sounds incredibly helpful. But I imagine some people might feel overwhelmed by tracking so much data. How can we find a balance between, monitoring our health and not getting obsessed with numbers?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
It's all about finding what works best for you. Finch Q can be a powerful tool.
Right.
But it's important to use it in a way that feels um, supportive and empowering,
Yeah.
not stressful.
I like that approach. It's about using technology mindfully to enhance our health journey, not create more anxiety. So we've covered a lot of ground today, from the amazing piezoelectric effect to the importance of rest and nutrition. What are some of the other factors that can impact bone health, things we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah. We focus a lot on exercise and nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
which are um, certainly crucial.
Right.
But there are other important factors to consider. Hormonal changes,
Mm-hmm.
particularly in women during menopause,
Oh, right.
can have a significant impact on bone density.
That's an important point. Hormones play a big role in, overall health.
Exactly.
And it makes sense that they would influence bone health as well.
Exactly. And certain medications, like corticosteroids,
Okay.
can also affect bone density. It's always important to talk to your doctor about any potential side effects of medications you're taking.
So it's about being aware of those potential risks
Mm-hmm.
and having open communication with our healthcare providers.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about underlying medical conditions.
Yeah.
Certain conditions like celiac disease or rheumatoid arthritis
Right.
can increase the risk of bone loss.
It sounds like bone health is a complex issue, influenced by many different factors.
It is.
But it's empowering to know that we can take proactive steps to support our bones, even if we have, a family history of osteoporosis or other risk factors.
I completely agree.
It's all about taking, a holistic approach to bone health.
Yeah.
And making choices that support a strong and healthy skeleton throughout our lives.
Exactly. Yeah.
This deep dive has given me a whole new appreciation for my bones. I'm definitely feeling inspired to take better care of them. What about you? What's one key message you want our listener to take away from this conversation?
Your bones are incredible. They're adaptable and resilient, and they have an amazing ability to rebuild and strengthen themselves. But they need your help. By making conscious choices about your movement, your nutrition, and your overall lifestyle, you can support your bone health and enjoy a stronger, healthier future.
It really is. And there's so much more to uncover and, learn about bone health.
There really is. It's a constantly evolving field.
I'm ready to put some of this knowledge into action. But before we wrap up, let's recap the key takeaways for our listeners, especially those who, like you mentioned, are concerned about maintaining bone density as they age.
Okay, sure.
What were some of the, most important things we talked about?
Well, first, remember that bones are dynamic.
Yeah.
And constantly remodeling themselves.
Right.
They respond to the stress we put on them, so movement is key.
Movement is key, yeah. And that's where the amazing piezoelectric effect comes in. Those tiny electrical charges generated through movement tell our bones to, get stronger.
Right, exactly.
I never knew my bones could generate electricity.
It's pretty cool.
It really is remarkable. And that's why we emphasize the importance of, weight-bearing exercises, strength training,
Yeah.
and even just incorporating more movement into our daily lives.
Absolutely, yeah.
We talked about walking, running, dancing, lifting weights, even those, everyday movements.
Right.
Like squats and lunges.
Exactly, yeah.
And of course, we can't forget about giving our bones adequate rest
Right.
to recover and rebuild.
Yeah, rest is just as important as exercise when it comes to bone health.
Right.
It's during those rest periods that, all that amazing bone building work happens.
Yeah, makes sense. We also explored the essential role of nutrition. It's not just about calcium, though that's certainly important.
Right.
We need a balanced intake of vitamin D, magnesium, phosphorus, protein to, provide those bone-building crews with the right materials.
Exactly. It's like giving them the tools they need to do their job.
Exactly. And we discussed how, disuse osteoporosis or bone weakening due to lack of activity is a real concern, but thankfully reversible.
Right.
With consistent exercise and proper nutrition.
Exactly.
We even touched on how, technology like Finch Q can play a supportive role, by tracking our progress and providing valuable insights into our bone health.
It can be really helpful.
And, we explored some of the other factors that can influence bone health. Things like hormonal changes, certain medications, and, underlying medical conditions.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that bone health is a complex issue. And it's always wise to, consult with your healthcare provider.
Yes, definitely.
Personalized guidance. Well, this deep dive has been incredibly insightful. What's, the one final thought you want to leave our listener with today?
I would just say, remember, your bones are incredible. They support you every day. allowing you to move, explore, experience the world.
That's true.
Give them the care and attention they deserve through movement, nutrition, and a mindful lifestyle.
Right.
And they'll continue to support you for years to come.
Beautifully said. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of bone health. We'll be back next time with another fascinating topic to explore.